Welcome back to another episode of Inside Franklin Athletics. I'm your host, John Shepard. Today, our new co-host, Noah DeArmond.
Happy to be here.
And today, we have senior soccer player Brady Schmidt. So, Brady, with you guys having 12 seniors, just tell me how that leadership is with the team.
So, obviously, we have a huge senior class this year. It's either 12 or 13 of us, and we got Griffin and Luke as our captains. And then, with us being a huge senior class, and then the junior class is around 10 too, we have way more upperclassmen and underclassmen, so we've obviously got a lot of leaders, but I think that helps.
Yep. So, how has Coach Tony Harris had an effect on your life? Just how has he impacted you?
So he's been my coach since I started playing soccer. When I was about 8, I joined my first club team. He's coached me all the way up until high school and club, and then obviously for 4 years in club. So he's coached all of our senior class, basically. The seniors and the juniors, we've all been under him for at least 4 years of club. So obviously he knows us really well, and that helps a lot, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. So to kind of backpack off what you just said, he actually has a son that's in the junior class, and like you said, the junior class is also big. Just those guys you've played club with, your entire life, basically, just – not even leadership. How does that help with, chemistry with the team on the field, during the game, knowing that you can trust him and you can trust him?
So, obviously, since we played together for so long, everybody's played with somebody on their club team, and then that goes a long way. I don't think any other school has that, really, because we used to have a club here in Franklin. We all started there, every single one of us together, and then that being together for so long obviously helps us go as a team.
So, does it work club by, 04? Is that how they the year you were born?
Grade when we were kids.
Okay.
So we were all together, but then they changed it to birth year, so we kind of got split up into 2 groups.
Yeah.
But that didn't hurt us at all, really.
Okay.
So who's a former high school player that's graduated that has kind of left an impact on you, as a person?
The most obvious one would be Caleb last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of our 2 seniors. But he was one of our captains. He was just a great influence to have. He put everything he had into every game, and he was a great leader to have.
So with you guys being 6 and is it 2 losses or 1 loss and 2 ties?
1 loss, 2 ties.
So being 6-1 with 2 ties and 3-1 in the mid-state, which puts you at 4th. How does that just kind of feel, knowing that you guys have a good start to the season, but still room to improve going into sectionals? Just how does it feel having the good record so you guys can maintain good energy?
It's been great so far. So in the conference, we're in a spot where we are in the top 3. It's us, Plainfield, and Perry. And then Perry's sitting at the top right now because they're the ones who've beaten us.
Mm-hmm.
But that's they're the 12 team in 3A. And so having a loss to them is really big because that's the only team who has beat us. And then our ties are the number 3 1A team and then the number 8 3A team. So obviously that's been big, having only lost and tied to these big teams and then being able to beat everybody else. And then going into sectionals, we're obviously just trying to get better every day. And then if we can keep it up, I think we got a real good shot to win.
That game I watched of Bloomington North, it was a tough one. South? Yep. It was South?
North we played next week.
Oh, okay. Well, South.
Yeah.
It was I was mad.
So you being a senior, it's your 4th year of high school soccer. What's been your favorite year so far?
It's got to be this year.
This year?
Either this year or last year. Best 2 seasons we've had.
Mm-hmm.
We were, I think, 3rd in conference last year, but it just came down to that last game.
Uh-huh.
It was another close season. We had a lot of wins. I don't remember our exact record. I think 10-4 and something.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously these last 2 seasons have been great. And that's, yeah.
So with this last name being talked about soccer for a couple years now, Griffin averaging 1.8 goals a game, just knowing that you have a player that can make a play when you guys need it and someone to trust, how does that just feel knowing that you have him?
It's great. We're a very defensive team. So we've switched our formation to go more attacking, knowing you have more defensive guys. And having Griffin, he's got 15 goals so far.
Dang.
Oh.
Which is over half, I think. It's great to have because knowing we just have a guy to get it done.
Mm-hmm. All right, so obviously your guys' sectional has changed this year. How do you think that affects everything going into that?
It's changed a lot because Perry and Southport we dropped. They play the exact same way, and going against them, you got a very set strategy. And going up against Northeast and Franklin Central this year, that changes that because we don't have to prep to play against that type of team because those three play more like we do.
So will you meet any of those after sectionals, or are they on the other side?
Perry or Southport make it out of sectionals, they'll be our regional match.
Okay. So we all know, the goalie changed this year. My boy Riley, I was voting for him, but with the goalie change, is there really just like a different way you guys have to play because of a different way they play, or is it just like, I don't know how, I'm not a big like soccer guy, so I don't know if there's like a change.
I think the only difference would be Riley can punt the ball almost into the other team's goal.
Yeah.
Adam's getting there, but his isn't quite as far, so that's the only real change we have to make offensively.
Okay, that's not bad.
So, how was your guys' have you guys changed your the way you play throughout when you've been in high school? Has that changed at all?
So my freshman year, we started in a 5-back with 5 defenders, and then we went to 4, and now we're in a 3-back. So we just got the 3 guys back there, Zach Newton, Luke Cambridge, and Riley Flora. And then we're really just relying on them now to hold us up because with the 3 back there, yep.
So I got 2 questions I want you to answer. Do you have a pregame routine that you do every single game day?
I don't think I do.
You don't. Do you have anything that you do on a game day every single time? Or maybe do you have a certain thing that you wear that other people don't every game day, or do you do anything every single game day?
I think I'm kind of boring. I just go to Subway. That's it.
Really?
Me and Griffin will go to Subway.
What's the sandwich? What's the sandwich?
Italian BMT.
Nothing, no sauce?
I get sauce. The Chipotle Southwestern.
Okay. And second question. Your favorite play that you have ever made in soccer?
I scored a goal off a throw-in.
Really?
Yeah.
So let everyone know how you are the legend at throwing.
I can throw the ball really far.
And why?
I have double jointed shoulders, so where you can go back and then you hit a hitch right here. I can just keep going, so I have full range of motion. So that helps a little bit.
So you scored off a throw-in.
Yeah, so a throw-in's indirect, so it has to get touched by somebody.
Okay.
But the ball actually slipped. My right hand slipped, so it curled. And then the goalie went back and hit it, and it went in his goal. So technically it's an own goal, but we put it in the books as mine.
So is that more impressive than Luke Cambridge's goal against Bloomington South?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually wasn't trying to score that goal.
I guess
He won't tell you that.
I guess we're going to have to ask Luke. I guess. All right, well, thank you for joining us, Brady. Best of luck to the rest of your season, and go score another throw-in goal,
Go for it.
And that was another episode of Inside Franklin Athletics.